National Kazoo Day happened on Tuesday this week, but a museum in Macon is honoring the instrument for the next couple of months.
So Freha Bar, of course, got to check out the kazoo exhibit at the Tubman Museum. And Freha, you obviously learned about the kazoo and about its Macon roots, and you also learned the best way to buzz that thing, right?
I did. A lot of us might think Macon's rich music history stems from the 1950s, around the time Little Richard and Otis Redding were popular, but did you know Macon's rhythmic roots actually go back more than 100 years before their time? And it all started with a little buzz from this, the humble kazoo. Central Georgia buzzes with pride for its musical milestones.
You know, it's Black history, but it's also Macon history.
For the next 2 months, you have the chance to revel in the legacy of the humble kazoo, native to Macon, Georgia.
It's a very simple device. You don't have to necessarily go and take a music class, to figure out how the kazoo works. It's basically just your voice. That, I think, leads to it being used a lot by a lot of different artists in a lot of different ways, and it's nostalgic.
While the instrument might be simple, its history is anything but, as a symbol of creativity and resilience. A
freed African-American man named Alabama Vest, and he partnered with a local clockmaker back in the 1840s to make this toy. It's based on an African instrument, wind instrument called the melloton.
Nearly 200 years after its debut at the Georgia State Fair, now the Tubman Museum's honoring the historic instrument in 2025. In the heart of the Inventors Gallery, you'll find a harmonic timeline of the kazoo's notes from the past, including songs the instrument was featured in, from Jesse Fuller's San Francisco Bay Blues to the Roots rendition of Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen, as well as toy models the kazoo was featured in.
This thing, which is called Kooky Combo. I'm just obsessed with this. Every kind of noise-making device you can think of that comes out of your kitchen. And this kind of puts them together in one, very interesting combination. People use what people can use and often do use whatever is at hand to make music. And that's kind of the idea that the kazoo comes out of.
Don't miss out on the experience. You might find yourself humming a tune after.
Put a kazoo in my hand and I can play whatever song you want because it's just me humming that song. So it's very accessible, very easy to use, very easy to understand.
So I'm gonna do my best of playing This Is Home at the very end of the kazoo.
Okay.
Here we go.
Drum roll, please. You a little nervous?
Yeah?
I'm nervous, but I also
built this up.
trying to hold in my lap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, ready?
Let's go for it.
Okay.
There we go, Freha. Well done.
But Freha, you were telling us it's a little challenging to play that thing, right?
A little bit, just a little. But I mean, I think I got a handle on it. It's not as good as I can play on the piano, but maybe we'll get a concert for that one day.
You get an A+.
Yes,
at least for me.
My script says I need to ad-lib about how great you were on the kazoo, but she did do a great job.
A masterful job, better than I could have done, that's for sure. Good job, Freha.
Now, if Freha inspired you and you want to check it out for yourself, the exhibit is at the Tubman Museum now until the end of March. You can also find a kazoo at the museum's gift shop, maybe practice a little bit like Freha did. If you do pick one up, you could also be a part of Macon history.
Atrium Health Amphitheater is going after a world record for the biggest kazoo ensemble to the record to beat 5,190. We'll see if we can beat that record. Visit Macon, the Creek, and the Cherry Blossom Festival. We'll put it on during the festival on March 28th from 4 to 9 p.m.
An important part of history you could be part of.